Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look and feel
Anyway. 1, 2, 3. Flashlight!
So.
What do you want to talk about?
Good question. I just rewatched Star Wars. Episode 4.
I still have not seen any of the new ones other than the first new one.
What do you mean by new ones? Like episode 7?
Yeah, I saw episode 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it episode 7? Yeah, it is. It's 7, right? Because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
4, 5, 6, then it's 1, 2, 3, and then I watched 7, and then I haven't seen anything else.
So I rewatched it because I literally don't remember it at all. I was never a huge Star Wars fan because I think I just kind of watched them late, either really early in life or maybe late enough to where I didn't care.
I think we were the
too old.
same way. For whatever reason, maybe the rights were too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They were never really on TV that much, and if you did, it was bits and pieces. I remember seeing bits and pieces until I was in high school or college. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. For some reason, we didn't watch them all the time, a lot of people I hear did.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I finally watched episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Apparently, I think according to was it Clerks or Mallrats, one of them, The Empire Strikes Back is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that one will be good.
I think that's true.
So, were people confused when Star Wars came out and it said episode 4?
Yeah, I don't think it was episode 4.
You don't think
I think at first it was Star Wars, and then the next one was 5, and he's like, oh yeah, the last one's 4. We're like, what the fuck?
It's so weird.
But I think he explained that was he had a plan for a huge trilogy before, or huge, I guess, anthology.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it when it's multiple ones?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is it called when it's saga? Anthology?
Saga. And then, I don't know. Yeah, I thought they're all fairly good. I think the dialogue in the originals the dialogue in the prequels are also awful.
That's what I say. That's always been my problem with Star Wars. From what I've seen, is the dialogue's just gone.
Stupid.
Well, they are for kids, right?
Yeah. George Lucas said they're for kids, and I think they really are. It's just a lot of it's just dumb. But the idea of the original one, they're knights, but they're futuristic knights with laser swords, and they have this magic, but it's still in the future. That's cool as shit.
Yeah, the whole
The rest of it
world
was pretty mad, though.
Yeah, the world building's cool.
Yeah, that's what I always thought was But once you're over it, once it's gotten as famous as it is, and you've seen it a million times, it's that magic's over. Now I don't know why people are all so crazy about it. I don't get it. I don't care that much. This sand, I hate it. Did you watch number 2? I think it was with Anakin.
I've watched
was the shittiest actor and had the worst fucking dialogue.
I watched all the prequels, but I just remember not liking them, so I haven't really gone back to do that.
Natalie Portman was hot.
Yeah,
but other than that,
she's a looker. Well, I'll probably go back since I started at 4. I might as well go through them all. And we started this because we've been watching Mandalorian. Now, Mandalorian is still, from all the Star Wars stuff I've seen, my favorite stuff out of it.
Was that a movie or a TV show?
TV show.
I saw a TV show.
What's the Mandalorian?
I saw it's on Amazon Prime.
I know, but what is a Mandalorian?
Boba Fett's that person in that armor is a Mandalorian.
Oh,
So-
okay. He's a clone. They're all clones, right?
No.
Yes. At
least he
happens
isn't.
in the second one. Yeah, Boba Fett
Bubba
is the
Fett
original.
is, but he's not technically a Mandalorian
No, he's the
in the
son
story.
of the original.
Yeah.
So, in the Clone Wars, I think,
So
they're all clones.
The
of,
Mandalorians
Boba
is like
Fett's
a
father,
secret
I think,
society
maybe.
thing. Like
Huh.
a society that
Okay.
you join. You're not like necessarily like born into it or anything. But it's basically he's a mercenary and he discovers like a baby Yoda and it's him protecting a baby Yoda. But
What? It's not a Yoda though.
Well,
he's a species.
yeah, they don't know the species
Right?
in the show.
Oh,
So
I see.
he's referred to as Baby Yoda, basically, or the child.
Oh, that's not actually Yoda. When I see the little baby Yoda.
No,
things?
it's not actually Yoda. No. It's
Oh, I
just-
thought that was actually Yoda as a baby.
No. It's just another being of that race.
Are you
Unless
sure
that's
there's not going to be some time travel thing?
yeah, because it's not. It's set in between some of the movies, so it's clearly not Yoda.
Huh. Interesting.
So like
One of the best Star Wars stories that I liked is if you play KOTOR, the original a BioWare game. They had a really good storyline.
yeah.
The rest, I think, better than actually any of the movies. I think the video game is better. The storyline was well written.
Well, so like Mandalorian, I don't even think has like this amazing storyline or anything. It's just like a nice, entertaining show. Like it's the Wild
brain off and
West
watch.
set in Star Wars.
Oh, so they're doing a Firefly.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, Firefly was good.
Kind of like what they're doing, basically. Like the recent episode was basically train heist. The episode, almost. Like a lot of like they've even had like those little like duels where they're like staring at each other, about to grab their blasters and stuff like that. Like it's a very Wild West setting.
What I always liked was if you watch the originals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see their lightsaber fights.
They're
They're semi-realistic for how an actual sword fight would be, right?
Not really.
Yeah, the originals, not the
Dude,
prequels.
the episode-
They're fucking hopping around like maniacs in the prequels.
Yeah, but the episode 4 one was just like what I would do if like you and I picked up a sword and start like if we picked up sticks and started fighting each other with them.
That's what I'm saying. They're that's kind of what you'd realistically do.
Not
There'd
like
be like a real
professionals. That's not how professionals would do it. But you'd also.
I don't think so. I think that's basically what they do. Is you're just smacking each other's sword back. But in the
Yes.
prequels and in the new ones, they're hopping around
Yeah,
and
it's all-
it's they turned into Matrix. So sometime between the prequels, everyone forgot how to do all that stuff, and they're smacking their little swords. Then they all learn it again.
Well, there's going to be some natural discontinuity when you start at
I
4.
I just always thought that was funny.
Yeah. Speaking of Matrix, you see there's a Matrix 4?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I have not seen the sequels since they were in the theater. I never rewatched them.
I have,
Keanu
but only
Reeves.
because I downloaded the ones, the de-Zionized. And there's so much.
Is that the anime?
No. That's where they took
Oh!
the sequels and took Zion
Yeah, I know what you're
scenes
talking
out of
about.
it.
Oh, that would be much better. They ruined the shit out
It
of
like
those sequels.
halves the length of the movie and makes it so much better because the whole point is Zion is still does it exist? Well, I don't know because we've never seen it. Where in the actual sequels they show it.
Yeah,
so
that makes it
it's
better.
it's not a mythical place or a legend. It for sure exists.
You know, when you get around to the prequels, I've heard there's another one for Star Wars where they cut out all of Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, that's that's hilarious. So, did you see that they're? I think it's HBO Max is releasing all the films that they were given for
Oh, yeah, I saw.
2021, and people are up in arms about it, except for people who are actually yes, this is great. I don't want to go to a movie theater because it's 2021. I didn't before a pandemic. I barely went to the movies.
Yeah, I know. True.
Yeah,
it's
come on.
how often did we go to the movies? We're boring the shit out of Chloe with Star Wars because she never watched them.
Yes.
How often did we go to the movies before the pandemic even? We still went.
Not
I'd
that
say
often.
3 or 4 times a year maybe.
There's the movie theater close to us, but I always thought the seats was pretty dirty over there.
That's a movie theater, period.
Yeah, and also there's like a lot of people going there.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you're late, you might not get to the time that you wanted.
I did like that you can buy drinks and bring them in, though.
Yeah. That's always nice. But, like, how often was it? Like, twice a year, maybe?
Is it like 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, that's
maybe.
That's about what I put it at. I mean, there's some people, like, they go, that's what they do, right? They go and watch movies all the time.
They bought those, like, movie theater passes.
I just don't understand it.
Me
because,
either.
like, I feel like we went a lot more when we were kids, but
But there was...
I don't know if that's part of being a kid or just that's part of being in the 90s.
Yeah, I think it's more of being in the 90s, right? Like...
That's what I thought.
We barely... Like, computers were still, like, somewhat of a thing, you know? Like, you couldn't just go and download a movie if you wanted to.
Yeah, and also I think it's a lot of people trying to do a group hangout thing when they're running out of ideas what to do. So they go to the movie.
Now you can just go and troll people online.
Yeah, or play video games online.
Yeah. And there's all the porn you could ever dream of. But that's only like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Oh, we got a guy lasting long, huh? Showing off. Oh, shit.
What else?
What else is going on in the world? You know. We still gonna do our do we do a yearly review of 2020?
I feel like we do that at the end.
Yeah, we should do that. Like before New Year's.
Just in case something happens here.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, it's true.
And you know, we do our one predictions, but I thought of one that I want to just say.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it's good.
Right now you want to
Prediction for next year, yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I think 2021, there's going to be a major nuclear warhead going off in a major U.S. city.
Really?
Now, let me explain this.
What?
Let me explain why I think that.
Okay.
I think 2020, December 31st, as the ball drops, everyone's going, finally, 2020 is done! It's going to be a great new year in 2021! And then, right after the ball drops, they're going to cut to, and we've just lost LA.
12:01.
LA? It's like, and there's 2021.
Like, literally, 12:01 a.m., January 1st.
Yes, right away. Just to dash all your hopes for 2021. Also, Zach, I kind of wanted some more listeners, so I thought that would attract the CIA and the FBI and the NSA, so we can pick up a few more.
You know what's funny, though, is how people seem to think, like, just that number changing somehow is going to make 2021 better, as if, like, a lot of people still won't be in lockdown for the first few months at least.
Yeah.
Like, that's at least. Like, we know it's going to come at least till summer. Like, vaccines are slowly going to be doled out.
I've heard basically June, but I've heard it's been changed so many times, and there's just no belief anymore. Like, I go, whatever. Maybe.
Bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
You remember back in March when I was saying, yeah, we'll be in lockdown for just a couple weeks, yo.
Yeah, exactly. I think the very first one, it was going to be a month, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
And then it turned into October.
No, then it turned into
June. And then it was October.
And then it got to like 2020.
2021.
Yeah. And then
now it's June of 2021.
I don't know.
That's when I'm like, it's changed so many times.
No, for us, it's like April 2021, then June 2021.
I don't know if we need to listen to our 2019 predictions before we do our 2020
we should,
review.
Just to laugh at them.
To laugh at how off they are.
How wrong we are.
Will you be shocked if one of us said,
about a
I think there's going to be a major pandemic next year? I know it's a crazy prediction.
What if one of us did it? I mean, it's possible. We were drunk saying all kinds of shit. Who knows?
I might have said something. No, I think, if I remember, I think I said something about more political violence.
Yeah.
Because of the election coming up.
I mean, that was kind of
I feel like that would have happened. Well, there's no more violence. I don't think there were shootings because of the pandemic.
Well, there was
I think that's what's invalidated it.
But there was like protests with violence in them.
I think that's true.
Politically
not
charged.
like shootings.
I think I predicted the economic crash, but
Did you? I don't remember.
predicted it like
That's happened in
Did
2021.
you predict it would last for like 3 minutes?
no, I didn't. It's like well.
Do you think the actual crash will happen? I mean, I guess we're kind of doing some predictions now, but I think the crash will happen sometime in 2021, and that's going to make it terrible.
The eviction thing started, right?
What's that?
The eviction.
Oh, no,
Housing.
not till January.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
It's going to be massive, but those people don't own stocks.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but they
So, I mean,
they buy stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but...
that's true. But they...
Also,
I don't know.
what, like 300,000 people extra have died this year? Like, it's got to affect the economy in some sort of way, right?
I don't know. I think a lot
Not
of them were
if-
older and they were probably a drain, really.
Not if,
I mean,
like, 50% of them are over 90 years old.
Yeah.
Then
I
they're
guess
just
that's a good point.
for the nursing
Yeah,
home.
they're not working. They're just drawing retirement benefits. I mean, if anything, morbid as it is, they help the economy by dying.
That's kind of dark, but I could see that.
That's true.
The way you say
is
that.
I mean, if
morbid.
you're not producing anything and all you're just taking, I mean, they earned it. They worked and had savings.
It was probably more
But
than
now their
50%
savings-
though, being
Like their Social Security just gets freed up.
Yeah, I think Chloe's off. I think it's more than, maybe not 90, but I'd say it's more than 50% were probably 70 or older, right?
Yeah.
Mostly it's older people.
I wonder if
and
they've-
then
Have
over like 40 years old.
yeah, do they have like a way to figure that out? Do they have like statistics on the ages of people who have died?
Yeah, they do. Look it up.
Yeah, let's look that up. I'm curious to see what that is. Share your screen.
Let me do it.
I'm sure they did. U.S. death by age group.
Are you gonna try to like visit in summer or some random thing when?
Yeah,
It's
I think
gonna
that's
be
what Mom
busy,
wanted to
like
do.
all
Uh,
everywhere.
Dude, the air traffic I bet you is gonna be insane around like
Exactly.
summertime.
I mean, like if you're trying to get on cruise,
Yep.
it would be so packed.
You know they're gonna make it hard to find.
COVID death by age. Add in statistics in there.
I want an image.
Infobiz.
There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, but how recent is this shit?
15%
Hold on.
Is 80
that
or
US?
plus.
80 and up.
Well, let's
That's
go.
US.
If you go like 60, because 60 is
No, that's
around
true.
that age you start
80's
thinking
fair.
about mortality a lot more, right?
Here we go.
Is this the most
Okay, this
recent?
is mainland China, so this is old as fuck.
It's February.
Here's
20.
here's Vox EU. There's your count. They don't even. There are probably just not that many people over 70.
Dude, these are so old.
know.
This has like 3,000 total people. That's how many died yesterday.
This is the problem.
Oh, go to that website. 1 acre 3 point.
As of July. Yeah, these are way off.
COVID tracker.
1.3 acres. What?
This is when Chloe was really into watching this. When in the early days, this is the one she watched.
Ah.
So it tracks the daily numbers.
It's pretty good at like changes. I
Breaking
don't
it
think
down.
it does, buddy. Yeah,
You
let's
have
see.
to search for it.
I'm not sure it's worth all that trouble, man.
Did you see the Florida chick get raided?
Oh yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
What?
Isn't that
What?
insane?
Florida what?
This lady is keeping some. So first, I think she worked at some Florida state bureau, and then she got in an argument or something, and like
They didn't like the way she was tracking the numbers or
yeah,
something.
tracking the COVID data. So she left and started her own. And I think there's an allegation she took some data or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, she started publishing her own, like
Her
the
own
feds-
dashboard.
Was it the feds or was it the state police or somebody?
That I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
anyways,
at
they
all.
raided the shit out of her, guns loaded. Like, all she's doing is publishing data. She just has a website.
Yeah.
There's no reason to bring a gun
Fucking
into this.
insane, dude.
That's
You just go, hi, you're under arrest. Okay. Like, and
Yeah,
just
that's-
arresting, anyways.
It's not like she was
First of all,
a risk
stealing
of
data. That's like a. Why is that even criminal? Like that's a
that
tort.
should not be
You should
criminal.
sue for that, sure, but like go to prison, probably not.
So because your Google foo sucks, by the way. 150,000 are 75 and older have died.
The more I
Which
drink,
is about
the worse my
50%.
Google Foo gets. Yeah. I don't even remember why we were looking it up. That's why I stopped.
Wait, how much percent?
Because I was just curious about
50%.
the age
Oh.
age range. But yeah, that shit is super insane. Like that makes me like worried about like why are we trying to hide data of this?
Yeah.
Like, why are
Oh,
we...
and the YouTube, they're censoring if anything about election fraud. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're censoring
That's
Scott
crazy.
Adams.
Oh yeah.
What
They
was
took
that?
down his
He
YouTube
is
channel.
one of the most evenly keeled guys. Like he's like Joe Rogan, and he may be for Trump, but he gives reasons for everything he believes. He dismisses lots of things on his side.
Yeah.
Who, Joe Rogan?
No, Scott Adams. He got a video taken down by YouTube.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's very much like Joe Rogan, where he's like, well, let's see the stats. Like,
Yeah.
where, Joe Rogan, if you watched his last Alex Jones, he's like, well, you gotta back that up. You can't just say
you can't
bullshit,
just say random
man.
shit, bro. I feel like though sometimes Joe Rogan goes along with whoever he does have on. If he's with a very right-wing person, he starts to talk more like he's, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I think that's to get people to open up. He
Yeah.
says that, because he also did that with Jack Dorsey, the guy on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's always just like, and I think that's the right way to be
True.
as a host of anything, is
True.
like, just accept anything they say and
Let them talk.
open up a rapport, and then you start challenging or just say, what do you have to back that
Well, with
up,
Alex
that
Jones,
kind of
you
thing?
can't let him go off for too long.
He just goes off on, like, that's what's fun about it, though, is he starts off as like, I don't believe that, and then all of a sudden there are aliens that are somehow influencing the United States government.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude,
what?
His tangents, like he will just like off the cuff be like, and those are aliens, and our dicks are going to be cut off in 20 through 23, and but anyways, back to this. Like, wait, what?
That's what they're doing, Joe.
That's what they're doing, Joe. But anyways, he literally does just throw in some comments.
But he gets the views because I watch it because it's funny.
No matter what, it's funny. The problem is he has credibility from things he has said that is true, but at some point he's just said everything.
It is like that does help because like the craziest thing is the water, they're putting stuff in the water that turn the frogs gay, but then like people have linked to like a scientific study showing like it's like, well, that's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like by a reputable place.
Yeah, he says some weird shit, and then some of it turns out to be true. So you're like, whoa, what other weird shit that he's saying is true?
Yeah. The one that happened on that podcast was the one that was like about the little thing in the forest near California where all the elites go and do.
Yeah.
God, it's like a Burning Man for elites, is what it seemed like to me.
What was that place called?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it is creepy as shit when you look at it. It's just weird.
Yeah, they
nothing
brought, like, effigies and
super
stuff.
Incriminating, but it's like it's not something you really picture George Bush, George H.W. Bush going to. Yeah, very weird.
That to me gives more credence to like, are they fucking kids? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. A group of elites have come together to acknowledge that, you know what? If you want to be a part of the group, you gotta fuck this kid because then we have dirt on you, and you gotta do whatever we do.
Get the videotape rolling.
Dude, do you realize Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself was like this year?
Oh, was it?
Maybe
really?
like December of last year.
I thought it was 2019. Yeah.
Maybe December of last year. Like it wasn't that long ago.
I gotta look at this.
It literally wasn't that long ago.
And it was almost conspiratorial how quickly it disappeared. But now, so much other things have happened. Died August 2019.
Okay,
August. So it was a good 6 months before 2020.
So it's been a little over a year.
that is just crazy, though.
It's been a hell of a ride, man. Dude, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Suddenly, it becomes not so significant, given current events.
Right?
Yeah. I think I saw the worst joke about that was Kobe Bryant really showed helicopter parenting isn't good for the kids.
Oh.
Because he died with his kid.
Damn.
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
Not wrong, though.
Pretty dark.
That's pretty good, though. I'm starting to think, like, remember how we were talking to, like, what are some conspiracy theories we can come up with that are so dumb to see if people believe them? I feel like dumber ones have come out now, like birds aren't real. Like,
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Remember do you hear me?
No, birds aren't real? Like, a bird?
Do you not know this conspiracy theory?
I do not know birds aren't real.
Dude, there are
I don't know how you can convince me of this.
Are you ready for that? You...
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. People believe...
Oh, wait, hold on, before you talk.
Yeah.
No, okay. I don't know why.
People...
I lost your audio for a second.
Weird. People literally believe that birds aren't real, that they're just used as surveillance cameras from the government.
That is... Oh my god, we're such amateurs coming
Right?
up with stupid conspiracy theories. That is an amazing one.
That's so
Birds
goddamn
ain't
dumb.
real.
It's amazing. I literally
Have
just
to
type
eat
in
a
birds
chicken.
aren't real conspiracy. I'm sure it'll come up.
Chloe, next time you talk to your parents...
Have you ate fried chicken?
I'm sure your parents don't know American stupid conspiracies. Please try to convince them that you now believe. You believe birds aren't real. They're an American conspiracy to spy on you.
Oh my god.
I feel like it started as one of those 4chan jokes of a joke conspiracy, and then people started believing it.
They do that. That okay sign thing, being a white supremacist thing, that started as a 4chan, let's just fuck with people. And then it became a real thing.
Yep.
It was like, you can't do an okay because it means...
Mainstream
Somehow
media
it translated to
onto
white
it.
supremacy or something.
Yes.
Oh yeah, some people just
And it
don't.
just started on 4chan going, let's just take something stupid and make it make it white supremacist.
Yeah, do you know why they say that? Because they say you're making a K sign 3 times. That's why they say it, because you have 3 fingers up and it's kind of like a K.
Yeah. Who says that? 4chan was the
Exactly.
first. And they didn't really mean it.
That's how they had like
That's so dumb.
We could probably get that to pass.
Yeah, we could get people to believe this.
Oh man. We are definitely amateurs in the fake conspiracy world. As soon as I heard that one, I was like, wow, we were coming up with like the world's actually a shoe shape.
What's a shoe shape?
That shit we
Where's
talked
that
about.
from?
How drunk were we?
Probably pretty. See, the problem is we base our conspiracies off of dumb ones that already exist.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta really go outside the box. Birds aren't real.
Yeah, exactly. And you need a good catchphrase like that. Dude, you believe in birds? What a fucking idiot.
You know the whole time they're just spying on us?
You dumbass.
And you got someone really serious come up to you like, dude, it's not a bird. I figured out. It's a squirrel.
You really think a bird can know to go north or south for winter and summer?
Got a point, though. Squirrels always look suspicious already.
Oh, shit. That's a good... They do look fucking shady
They can
as shit.
stare at you for a long time, and then they suddenly turns.
But didn't Rick and Morty did like a little squirrel thing? Remember?
Yeah.
'Cause they do look fucking shady. Like if I were to make a cartoon, I'd make a squirrel fucking shady.
Yeah, they're always just sitting there nibbling, and then they stop all of a sudden and just start
They just look at you.
inspecting things. I'm not sure about that guy. Or they're watching you.
A total sketch.
They're watching you. They know everything about you.
So I do actually have an opinion, or not an opinion. Want to know your opinion on a vaccine? Would you take it? What is it called?
I want to be the
Pfizer?
very last group to take it.
That's kind of what I feel like. Like, I think we are the last group, right? Like, it's gonna be like nurses.
Yeah, good.
We have to be the last
Governors,
group.
like people who can afford to just buy it outright.
Yeah, I want to see how it works out for them.
Yeah.
I never beta test anything. I think they're always suckers. Whoever signs up first.
Yep. I'm with you on that. But I did read a thing about like why it was able to be made so fast, because normally they do vaccines in stages for funding, because like they don't have enough funding to do it all at once. So this one with funding was they could just do all the stages that they need testings and trials for all at once. But still, science isn't 100%.
Science is never 100%.
Like,
it's always a probability.
How could you know what the like 2-year effects are? Even if you take this, you know, even if you're the last group, how are you going to know the long-term effects of a vaccine? If there are any.
Don't.
Exactly.
It's a lot of like older drugs, like they don't discover the thing that happened to until much later.
Yeah, so I'm hoping whatever long-term effects happen in 6 months.
So
they don't know until they're doing post-mortem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I have a prediction, Nick.
What's that?
I predict within 3 years we will have commercials that say, "Have you taken the Pfizer vaccine and experiencing this issues? Please call us. You may have a case." Like those commercials. Guaranteed.
Probably right.
Which that means I gotta take it, because then I at least have that.
I'm lining up for the lawsuits.
Yeah, I'm taking this for the lawsuit later, dog. There's probably gonna be like waivers or something, like sign away that you won't sue them. You think they'll do that?
Will they do what?
Like you'll have to sign a waiver, like a release that you won't sue Pfizer or whatever if you take the vaccine.
Can't.
Yes. No, there's already legislation, I think, going through that, like,
Protects
even
them.
for, like, companies that let you back in. I don't think it's passed yet, but they're trying to get that passed, that you can't, like, actually, there's no liability for companies to do this or do that, or have essential workers come in.
Damn, dude, that does kind of scare me if they have like legislation in place to protect them. Because then what incentive do they have to make sure it's safe? Has there ever been like vaccines though that have caused like severe
Adversary effect?
Yeah, didn't you watch the Alex Jones with with Joe Rogan? There was one that actually caused an outbreak.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
What?
Did you not watch his?
I did, but dude, the dude had like 18,000 things to keep track of.
Yeah, but they had what's his face bring it up, and it was real.
Jamie?
Yeah.
I was going to brought up the example of smallpox vaccine.
Hey, let me bring it up.
Yeah, that's an example of a good vaccine, though.
No, actually, it's a process of inventing that vaccine. First, they found it by like getting the patient's cell and injected onto, like, they found other people who has fought.
Don't you remember seeing this picture on the Joe Rogan Zach?
No, I mean, it was a while ago since I watched it.
The new polio outbreak in Sudan was caused by the vaccine.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, just
because
they are,
too.
Just because they're called vaccine doesn't mean they're safe.
And I honestly think, like, this story, like Alex Jones making this a story, which, I mean, it's true, so, you know, is why they very much emphasize this is mRNA, so you're not actually getting the virus like in the polio one where we totally fucked up and caused an outbreak. Of course, we don't know what this one will do. We have no idea long term because obviously we haven't looked at the long term 10-year effects, but
yeah. We're just editing your mRNA. No big deal, dog.
I want to mention
what's the worst that could happen?
The smallpox vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
When it's invented, they found that the patient who overcome the smallpox by themselves, they got some of the powder scene coming from the scab of the smallpox, and then they use that to sort of like inject into people. Of course, some people died, some people survived. It's better than nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they realized, okay, so let's actually infect a cow, and getting that scab from the cow was much safer than getting it from the human. I mean, it is a process. A lot of times you don't get it right in the first time. But it's better than nothing.
I was reading, one of the professors I read was like, he was saying like, before you have a vaccine, one of the best things that people did before there were vaccines is what they would just get the tiniest amount possible from a person.
Exactly.
Like just spit and then wipe something on the spit and then put that spit in a huge thing of water and just take a sip from the water.
Just to like guarantee you get it, but a very, very, very small.
Extremely tiny. Because they say that about COVID too. Is like one of the things that determines it. They think like how bad you get is how much your initial exposure was.
I could see.
So
that.
you
like
will
if
get
people
it
are just
if you
walking
get a
around with no
initial
masks
exposure.
and hanging out with family with no masks.
Yeah. So you're saying like this was like beginning of the pandemic. Like we should just promote that. Just like
you can stop sharing your
because
screen.
it seems like
I think it's
everyone's
messing
gonna
up
get
your
it.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I think that was making your mic and stuff mess up. But yeah, I could definitely see that. If you're like exposed heavy to it, it would affect you way more. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. But yeah, I totally see that. I mean, it makes sense if you have a shit ton of a virus in you as opposed to a little bit. Obviously, it's going to affect you differently.
Yeah, and some people have weak immune system.
What do you think the odds are you already had it and you were just asymptomatic?
The odds are?
Yeah.
I say they're higher than I
not
think
very
because I remember being sick for a while before all this happened.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I was sick too in December, late December.
Yeah.
But I never remember losing my smell that much.
That's
But I don't-
It just seemed more flu-like to me.
I don't think I would remember that though, because when I'm sick, like I get stuffy and I can't smell anyways. You know what I mean?
That's true. But I ate food and I could taste
You didn't
it, I
lose the
think.
sense of taste.
It didn't seem anything as bad as what it seems like COVID was, but it could have been it. I have no idea.
I wish there was a
just
way
be
to
flu.
test to see if you've had it before. Like,
They do. I think you have to pay a lot though.
yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna pay to get that done. Anyways, so this is a throwback to what we were talking about earlier. But I've was rewatching The Wire, back to season 5, and this is the season where I think, well, yeah, it has to be because it's the last season where.
Jump the shark a bit.
No, yeah, where it just starts to decline because McNulty does the whole fake.
Invented it was
Serial
funny, but it just wasn't as real as the other
Exactly.
seasons were.
Well, I learned, I was looking at the trivia, that they wanted to do a 6th season, and they wanted to do, like, you know how every season focuses on, like, something, some part of Baltimore. They wanted to do, like, the influx of Mexican Americans into Baltimore. I
Oh,
was
really?
Like, oh, that would have been a good one. But basically, they
Yeah.
said they didn't know enough about it to do a season. Back at
That would have been. They could have kept that going a long time because, like, the way it was done, that every season was about,
Like,
kind of like society as a
thing.
whole,
How it's
but,
all-
like from a different perspective,
it's
was
kind
really
of
good.
all about drugs, though, in the end, and how it ripples through all of
Mexican-
that.
Would tie perfectly into the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can even have another season of a Colombian. You know, have a war between them.
Yeah, exactly. You very easily could have.
Yeah. My favorite season is still the one that got a very expensive necklace for a duck.
Oh, the second season, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Ziggy, I think the guy's
Ziggy,
name
Yeah,
was.
yes.
Ziggy. Season 2.
Yep.
Where
Yeah,
they
that
do
was-
the docs.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Somehow the-
season of The Wire?
Mine might have to.
Y'all have to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Well,
season
that's
1
the
is all the drug
shit
game.
episode.
Season 2
No.
is the docs. Season 3 is the politics, the politicians.
Yeah.
Season 4
I think
is
it
the
might still be the
schools.
first one.
Yeah.
First one?
Yeah, just like D, and then like the kids, like what was the kid's name? Wallace.
Wallace, yeah,
yeah.
Wallace.
Yeah, like that whole turn where they kill him, and he's like such a nice guy, but it's just a
Bodhi.
game, and like like But one thing is, like, later on, like,
Omar's
that guy's
boyfriend?
working in, I think, Foot Locker, and Bodhi gets capped for betraying. Like, that also even added to that story way back in the first season.
Yeah.
Like, making it
No, I'm
such a good season.
I think I agree with you. I think the first season just is so ingrained in the drug and police culture. It's either that one or the education one, probably. The first one.
Yeah. I do think that one was good, especially like the shows like the cyclical, like that one kid's like mother is a drug addict and he eventually just becomes a drug addict too.
Yep.
That's like, of course he would.
How everything, like how it all starts with kids. I like also how they did the like Dangerous Minds scenario where like they did a contest and like the bad kids got to go out to eat, but they did it differently. Outcome of like they just all felt awkward as shit and hated it.
Yeah, and I did like Hamsterdam.
yeah, Hamsterdam.
But the one thing I never like about any TV show, and they did it in The Wire,
Which is...
where they take a character and then later on they develop him into something completely different than what he was. So Presbo in season 1 was just a complete fuck-up loser.
Yeah,
but when he becomes a teacher, he's super cool and a good guy. Like, no, he was a fucking loser moron in the first season. Like, put him in the classroom and he'd still be a fuck-up. He's just an idiot.
No,
but then they were like, well, we need a character that we can just kind of
that's not true,
become
though.
a good teacher.
No,
he was an idiot.
No. In the in the
Okay.
seasons, he was a fuck up when it came to like going out on the streets and doing street work. But he had a gift for like the money trail and stuff like that.
Maybe a little. Okay, so he could do math, but still, the guy was like,
goes and teaches math.
Yeah, I know. But in the first season, I think he was like shortening his trigger to make it shoot quicker or something like that.
He was showing how he has a light trigger pull. So he was pulling it, but
that does not sound. That's the kind of stupid person that you don't want around children. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That like he kind of had a personality change, and that doesn't really happen. Like other than in TV shows where they need to rework a character for some other thing.
I think you're over.
Like the same thing happens in The Office with Andy.
That's true.
Like
he's
like he was
dumb.
Yeah. Well, he started out like angry and like kind of awkward, but then he became super nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think there's a big of a flip on Presbeluski.
I thought there was I think there's a flip. I think he was too much of a fuck up in the first season to ever be redeemed. And then they go and redeem him.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see it a little bit, but I don't think it's as big as a flip as you're making it out to be.
I don't know. Would you let a guy that like
that's character development, dog?
Really? Would you let a guy that will try to make his trigger go off like as simple and easily as possible around children? Would you?
But I'm saying in that season, it's not like he comes off as like an amazing teacher or anything.
Yeah, he does. That's the thing is he becomes like a really like cool guy, and like that guy just looked like a douche in the first season.
They like him because he
douches don't reform
through throwing dice.
Yeah. No, I think he becomes an undouche in the 4th season. He de-douches. He de-douches between seasons. And I don't think that ever really happens in like
that's a new
life.
TV term we just
once a douche for life.
De-douchifying. Unless there's a big story arc to show why they de-douchify.
Do you remember Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones? He was douche then de-douche.
No, I don't think that's maybe.
Game of Thrones does a really good job about having characters that are so multidimensional. There's no obvious like.
I think it's the other way around. So like I think Jaime. Like, so he was just fighting for his family, but obviously he was at heart not that bad of a guy. Like, he was always nice to his brother, all of that. And then at the very end, they're like, he's just going to go and die in Cersei arms because we're lazy writers and we can't.
You cannot invoke anything in the 5th season as actual character development or part of
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the part that was dumb.
The 5th season might as well have been written by somebody, like a monkey writing with their turds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He redouched.
Yeah, he reduced. Yeah, that's true.
He always had an underlying sense of like morality throughout all the seasons.
And then he reduced.
But there was like
he put his family
Yeah.
over anything good.
But he eventually started to learn like he just can't be that much of a douche.
Cersei's evil.
But then all of a sudden last season he goes, meh, I'm a douche.
He literally relapsed into douchiness.
Yeah. And it just didn't make sense for his character at all.
Nah, he's just lazy. And the writer's just lazy.
The writers
I don't think
completely just fucking did not care on that last season. Like he even went with what's the Brianna of Tarth? Brianna?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, why would he?
He was starting to fall with her, and he's
sense?
like, never mind. I'm gonna be a douche again.
Maybe he sobered up and saw her without beer goggles.
Terrible.
I am a terrible person.
Damn, dog.
But you know, the what's that guy's name? Big woman.
Oh yeah.
He really likes her, you know. It would be fun.
But anyway, so I'm on the 5th season. It's just as good as I remember.
Yeah, so I've watched it through twice.
I think this is
I
my
watched once with
third
Chloe
time.
and once just me.
It's one of those shows where it's about every 5 to 10 years it gets a rewatch.
Yeah.
Same with Deadwoods.
Deadwood, yeah.
What's your most in The Wire, the character you're most disappointed gets killed?
Can it not be Omar?
I don't know. Omar kind of gets
I feel like
what
it was
he
such a
deserved,
good
I feel like Omar was
death,
expected
though.
to die.
Yeah,
and it was a
that's
good death in that he died
So
in
it's not a
just like
disappointing one.
such a ridiculous way.
It's determined.
Died.
I'll give you my
Oh,
example.
Stringer Bell died. I always liked him.
Yeah.
He was cool.
He got the potential.
Yeah, I thought he
Right.
might have, like, when I first watched it, like, he was going to become the new Kingpin.
Well, I thought he would just make it through in the end, like, just because he was always the low risk, like, don't do stupid stuff.
He's a
character.
business type. He actually knows what he was doing, not like Avon, you know?
It's all in the game.
What was
man.
yours?
Mine is Bodhi.
Yo, yeah, his is the saddest.
Yeah, like...
Who's him again?
He wasn't
The
supposed
one
to
that
die.
killed Wallace.
They
You know what?
thought
I think
it
it
was
might be
Wallace.
Wallace, though.
Wallace is a good pick, too.
Because Wallace was innocent. Like, he was just straight up, and Bodhi fucking killed Wallace, so you know?
Yeah, Bodhi's definitely not innocent in the whole game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Wallace I'm least disappointed with because, like...
Dramatically, it was great.
Yeah, it's the first season and they want to show you how fucked up it is.
Yeah,
and that's
but
why
like...
it happened.
Seeing him take care of all those little kids and then he dies, and I don't even remember, some stupid bullshit, and he gets killed.
They killed him because they weren't sure if he was snitching or not. They think he might have been snitching.
Yeah.
Because he kind of got all depressed and shit. After he saw Omar's boyfriend killed in like that brutal way. And he was the one that gave them the location of him, so he's kind of responsible for that happening. He just became all depressed, so they thought he was going to snitch on them. So it's not that he was like innocent. He was kind of innocent, but he also got a dude definitely murdered.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he didn't.
He didn't think that was going to happen, but also Bodhi was like, what did you think was going to happen, you know?
This just, I'm pretty sure it's in the first season when they got some of them in there, where the one detective is like hitting, I think, the fax machine. Bzz, lie. It's a lie detector.
That's in the 4th season, yeah. Or 3rd, 4th season. They're pretending the fax machine is a lie detector. That's so funny. I also just like how it kind of teaches you how so many of those things interact in a city, and how, like, especially with like the politicians and stuff, how hard it can be to like make decisions. Like, you got to make a decision, and somebody's going to be really mad at you.
Yeah, and I like how nothing changes. Like that politics one, I think was good. Like it saw that the mayor started out with all these good intentions, and then he's like, "But I want to run for president one day."
Yeah.
Or I want to run for governor first and then the presidency. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, if you want to keep moving up.
And he made all these promises to policing, but then he found out that the teachers had like a $50 million deficit. So now he has to take care of that problem, so he can't put all the money in policing that he wanted to.
And even better, that I think he was elected a lot on the idea that some witness was killed, but it was really just a random murder, a random shooting, an accident. That's also so much politics. Is it's just whatever narrative you can spin to make it look like you should get elected. Yeah. It does not matter. The truth doesn't matter. And then even after you find the truth, it doesn't matter. I'm already in.
It sounds like real politics.
Yeah, it's super like realistic.
That's kind of like the whole conspiracy theories, like with 9/11 and stuff. It's definitely politicians just taking advantage of the situation.
We can just Seth Rich thing. I don't know either way. I have no idea. But I bet the idea that maybe he was murdered by the Clintons certainly didn't hurt Trump's chances. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if they know the truth or they don't know the truth. You're gonna say like
you're just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. I still wonder how hard it would be to get elected in a city like Shelby as a mayor.
My study hall teacher was elected.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, what does it really take?
Think, no matter what, I think there's still like an inner circle, you know? Like, I think that guy...
Oh, absolutely. He knew some people.
Yeah. Like, you and I could never do it, because we aren't part of the... We're not normal people that belong there, really. Like...
I think we could, if we had money.
No, I don't think so.
It's not just about money.
No, I think it's about, like...
You have to make
the
friends.
Community.
I don't think that's true.
Like,
I think...
No, I bet you.
Just putting your sign up everywhere and people knowing you're, like, suddenly hearing your name?
I don't think so. I would really like to do this. Like, go through every mayor of Shelby or some small town.
See if they're all
and trace their lineage back. Well, not just the same family, but are they descended from people that have been in that town since its founding? And, like, we haven't. Like, we know that our grandparents moved there from Kentucky and wherever, Mansfield. But I'm betting those people there are entrenched. Like, they own the real estate around there, they farms, like, their families have been there for a century and a half.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, and I think that's what most local politics are, is, like, dominated by those people. And I think, like...
Just family
even
legacies.
At the national level... Yeah, even at the national level, like... I know Bush and John Kerry were, like, cousins. Like, second or third cousins.
And there's a reason why I have a George H.W. Bush and a George Bush.
Yeah, but even still, I bet they're all mostly... I mean, obviously Barack Obama can't. Actually, maybe on his mother's side he can. A lot of them can just trace their lineage back to, like, Plymouth or Jamestown. Like, they can.
How fucked up would that be if they could?
I think they can. I think they actually could trace Bush's back.
Really? You think so?
Like, very far back.
It's kind of weird. So we kind of have kings in a way.
Yeah. It's not 100% like the oldest male child of the last oldest male child.
I'm saying
you same families. Options.
It's kind of the rich stay rich.
Yeah.
Politicians stay politicians.
It's elite politics.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the family-run business.
What were you saying, Nick?
Oh, I was saying, like, this guy wrote a book about England instead of America because England had more of a history.
Yeah.
But he looked at the names of all the...
Politicians,
all the wealthiest people, all the aristocrats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just analyzing the history of their names could see, like, how many names exited, but they mostly stayed consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were only a few new entries into the upper class and the ruling people, including, you know, the House of Commons. Like, it's pretty much the same last names over and over again. There are a few new ones, but more drop out than ever enter.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like, sort of marry into the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
right? So
that's the females usually. And
But
then the
no,
males.
but see, so that's probably explains a good number of the new percentage. But a lot of them are still marrying the other ones, the ones that are already in.
true.
Mhm.
Cousin marriage.
Yeah.
It's usually a male that's in the office for both England and United States, so they're gonna keep that name no matter what, even if you marry into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it mostly just stays the same. You have no real chances in life.
It's fucked up. Unless
to
you
give
make
up.
something like Windows or PayPal, you know.
No, even then,
No.
Zach. Even then, where did Bill Gates go to college?
Bill.
I literally don't know.
I was gonna say Bill Gates come from a wealthy family.
Yeah.
Did he?
sir.
I guess he
Yeah,
had
went
the
to Harvard.
opportunity to deal with computers at an early age, so probably.
It actually came up today.
Yeah.
You know, in Harvard school, like there is a Gates sort of statue. It's not Bill Gates. It's his father.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Because he's a famous lawyer.
Yeah, he's
What?
famous lawyer.
Yeah. Bill Gates is
Bill
father.
Gates didn't get his statue, okay?
Yeah.
Is
His
it the
father
same thing
did.
with Elon Musk? Does he come from some rich family?
I
He's
don't
from
know.
South Africa, and I'm betting he's from a rich family.
Oh,
in
I was
South
about to say, you
Africa.
just said South Africa. The motherfucker's probably rich.
Yeah.
I think there's only two options in South Africa. Either you start off really poor or really rich.
Yeah. And then I know Zuckerberg obviously also went to Harvard.
You're right. God damn.
Most of them are all from very upper class families.
But if I stop buying my Starbucks, I'm supposed to be a billionaire, dog.
Yeah, exactly, Zach.
I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do.
No, whoa. Cut out that avocado toast.
Whoa, I don't know if I can do that. Guess I'll never
Forget
be a
it.
billionaire.
I won't be a billionaire then.
Like, you know what? I can't make that kind of sacrifice.
I read it somewhere, like because of the legalized marijuana in the United States, Mexican drug cartel suddenly lost lots of profits, so they started growing avocados.
That's pretty funny,
That is
actually.
fucking hilarious if they do that. Doesn't shock me, though.
They have armed guards protecting avocado shipments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think any avocados have been smuggled into America's up someone's ass? You can only do like one at a time.
Yeah, it's not very
That's
really
very
inefficient.
efficient at all. Why would you smuggle
pay tax on
avocados,
those things.
though?
Taxes. There's got to be some import duties, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a whole lot.
Oh, bro, you just do the motorcycle bit.
What is
You know the
that?
motorcycle
What?
bit where
No.
you have like fake drugs on a motorcycle. You go across the border, and the police pull you over, look for drugs, and they find the fake drugs, and they let you go. But it turns out you stole a motorcycle, right? So it's like a red herring. So
I see.
you have all these fucking avocados that you take over the border, but you have some drugs in there. You get popped for the drugs, but the avocados across the border don't pay the taxes on it. That's what they've been
Got
doing.
him. Got him.
Nobody saw that coming.
The whole damn time, it was the avocados that were actually trying to take over the border.
Hmm.
By the way, we actually have had avocado toast within the past couple of days.
Really?
Frequently. Yes. It's more like guac and
You are
toast.
such a fucking millennial.
With salmon on top of it, though. And everything
Oh,
bagel
salmon, that's-
seasoning.
Avocado and salmon, does that go together?
Why not?
Try
it
it.
goes with cream cheese.
Yeah, dude, I got into salmon on bagel with cream cheese and a little like dill.
Dill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
It's
the
really
same
good.
concept, right? Like,
Yeah.
just like in
Something really
sushi, sometimes
heavy
it's
and
avocado,
fat.
sometimes it's cream cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Arguably.
I haven't had that in
avocado.
forever though.
So take some toast, put guac
Mhm.
on it, everything bagel seasoning over that,
Mm.
and then you put salmon on top of that and everything bagel
A smoked
seasoning.
salmon?
Well,
I mean,
of
whichever you
course.
prefer, salmon or smoked salmon. I just do regular.
You just do like what,
Raw
raw
salmon?
salmon?
Yeah, raw salmon. Yeah, you don't cook it.
Oh no, we do smoked salmon. I don't know.
Raw salmon.
That's like sushi.
Yeah, just raw sushi, man, or raw salmon. You don't want smoked or cooked.
He doesn't even kill the salmon?
I literally just
He has
punch it, knock it out.
He has
and
an
then go.
aquarium.
We
He
actually
picks it
went
up and puts
diving.
it on the toast. It's sitting there looking at him as he bites into it. And when he's high, he can hear it say, "Please don't eat me."
And then you can hear him saying like, "You've been bad today, bad salmon."
No, not today.
Such a Monty Python skit.
That would be a Monty Python skit. So what else is in the news? What else is going on in the world? Did you see Columbus had a shocker? A black guy shot in the back a bunch of times by police.
Yeah, you know, the sky was blue today, too. Did you notice?
Damn. Damn, dog. Well played. No, I didn't notice. You went outside? What is that?
Yeah, I know. I almost forgot, kind of.
It's actually raining today.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The point is the jokes, Chloe. No.
You fucking idiot. It wasn't blue.
And you know what?
I'm fact checking you, man.
That guy was Hispanic.
Oh,
So I can mark it
Got
as
him.
a fake news. See?
Fake news.
That's how it works, right?
oh my god. Yeah, I don't see anything on our news that seems interesting. I think half the things we already talked about. Are you guys on a full lockdown still?
We went back on Sunday.
Really? Like restaurants and bars are closed?
Yeah.
Yeah, even no outdoor dining.
Yeah. Only pickup.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked we haven't in Ohio, dude. Have you seen like Ohio cases?
No, I'm sure they're shocking.
Ours
They're
are
bad
really,
here
really
too.
bad.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, it's bad all over.
It's like what was the most recent? Like, I'm sure your guys is higher just because of population, but 11,700.
A day?
Yeah.
Man, that's
Cases.
crazy.
Well, but what about death?
Deaths was 128.
Still pretty high.
It's super high. Like if you look at the like charts, like our biggest one was 138 in April, and then everything after that's not even in triple digits.
138. And then what did you say the death was recently?
128, and our highest now is 156 in November.
Yeah.
It's pretty much averaging 100 and some. It's averaging triple digits now for death.
What do you think? Like, when's the first like set of vaccine go out to the normal people not in a trial?
I thought it was April.
April is when they start
Yeah, it's
getting
not.
it.
It's not for a while, man.
Oh, we'll have herd immunity in February.
It'll all go away. January 1st, 2021.
As a matter of fact,
Right after the nuclear warhead goes off.
No. Right after the inauguration speech.
We'll be cured of COVID
It's all
when we all
planned.
fucking die of radiation. Oh shit. What's weird though is like we're not in like a risky category, right? Like we're probably, if we get COVID,
Yeah.
we'll probably like be fine.
Yeah. But still, I don't want it, like, first of all, it takes you out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Second of all, we still don't know same thing with the vaccine. I don't know what happens long term. I don't want to see that.
Of COVID? It seems like a lot of people are saying it looks like there's some bad things with lungs and health issues.
Yeah. So
It's fucking weird. But also, what are the long-term effects of a lockdown in mental health?
yeah, that's true.
Kind of weighing those.
I was already
emotionally
too crazy anyways.
Gotta weigh those options. Do you think this is technically still the first wave for most people? Or do you think there's a second?
I think people were saying this is the third wave, I thought.
Third?
Or
Shit.
just one giant continuous wave.
I'd say at worst this is the second wave. Like, just at least for Ohio, looking at it, it looks like a first wave.
No, I think the first wave was like New York when they got hit really bad.
Yeah, that was the first
And
wave for
then-
New York. It's different state to state, right? Like, you can't...
Yeah, I think just looking at America as a whole, if you look at the aggregate statistics, it was first, and then different people got hit hardest during the waves, and then it was like
Yeah.
after the protests, I think people just mixing, and things were let up a bit. There was a second wave, but then it kind of went down as the weather got warmer and warmer. And then winter, and people going to Thanksgiving and shit.
And going to school. Wave. Schools started opening up.
Going to school, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Thanksgiving. And now we have Christmas coming up, which means I think it's going to get real bad.
Yeah.
Because people that will skip Thanksgiving, some of them won't skip Christmas.
Yep.
Herd immunity, February 2021. That's my next prediction.
Is that your for real prediction? You think February?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I was about to say.
That'd be pretty shocking.
It might just happen.
Don't you have to have like 50% of the population or something?
You know what would be the worst prediction?
What?
Is that it's mutated, so the vaccine doesn't actually affect one of the mutations. And people that already got it are going to get the mutation too.
Oh man!
It seems to mutate quite a bit.
It's entirely
right?
possible. Yeah, and if it mutates enough, it will be a different species. The vaccine won't help.
Dude, how fucked would we be if that happens?
I mean, that's why they can't get rid of the flu and the common cold, right? Is they mutate too quickly. Right?
Yeah.
So if it ends up
seems
being
like this
something like that.
That's how they're figuring out where... It says this mutates a lot because that's how they figure out, the one in the United States came from Europe because they just backtraced the mutations. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we know where the version we got mostly came
Given
from.
the speed of its mutation, it's going to become sentient in another year. It's going to be walking around talking to people.
I'll vote for it for president.
It'll have half Congress of the next year after that.
And then it's going to drop a nuclear
after
bomb
only
on
another
us.
year of evolving, it'll be smarter than most of our congressmen.
Oh, shit.
I'd trust it more, too, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm honestly... We're on curfew right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He extended it for 3 more weeks till January 2nd. I don't see how we're not locked down because it is literally, if you look at cases and deaths, 3 to 5 times worse than it ever has been since we were locked down. How can you justify lockdowns back then when now it's 5 times worse? And you're like, well, we'll put a curfew in place.
Well, I think they justify it then by saying we don't know. We don't actually know.
They're worried about overrun hospitals,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now hospital is getting overrun, so.
Yeah.
The LA counties are really bad. They're shutting down everything.
The what?
Go on. I said LA
Dude,
county
you guys are
is
top
really
of the
bad.
charts.
Are we? Woohoo!
California.
We're number 1. We're number 1.
Top of the chart. Oh, because it's by total cases, is how they're saying.
Yeah. We have a lot of
So
population.
obviously, just by sheer numbers, you're probably
But
going
what about New York State?
What do you think Ohio is?
They get hit again. I have no idea.
New York's number 5.
Who's number 2?
What do you think Ohio would fall?
Texas? 8th. I think Ohio would be 8th.
We're number 6. We're fucking after New York.
Ooh. No, you're definitely not in
Ohio's
population.
number 6 in total cases.
Florida's
that's what I'm
bigger,
saying.
Pennsylvania's
Population-wise,
bigger.
it doesn't make sense.
I think Illinois is bigger.
It goes California, Texas, Florida, things you would assume. Illinois is number 4, and then New York, Ohio. That's how bad. But our deaths are way low compared to all those states.
Yeah.
California, you guys have 20,000 deaths. We have 7 total.
California has too many people anyway.
Anyways. We need a new virus that affects those youngins. Get rid of some of them. Really reduce this population. Do you think
people
after this,
taking up parking spaces.
Let's say it's all goes away, everything. Actually, that reminds me of something. We'll go back to parking spaces after this. But after this, it'll be more normal. Like if I have a cold, to go into work with a mask on.
Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I still maybe I feel weird doing it now. Even now,
Really?
I feel weird.
I don't feel weird about it now. It's so like prevalent now with masks.
No, see, the thing is, like, especially going back into the lockdown, and it's just me and Chloe. Like 90% of the time, I don't have a mask on. So then, when like some people were delivering more furniture today, rarely. People delivering furniture today, I almost answered the door without a mask, and then I had to remind myself, oh, I gotta go grab a mask. Oh, there's a pandemic, I forgot. Like, I have to remind myself all the time, like,
fuck, dude,
I'm
I did
out,
that.
I need to get a mask.
Yeah. I guess I go out enough to, like, masks haven't become weird because I have to go get groceries and shit. But, like, I also have to go to the post office to drop off packages, and I did that. I went in and I started dropping off packages and realized I didn't have a mask, and there's a big crowd. I was like, oh fuck. Had to like run out and go grab my mask and go back in.
Yeah, see, I don't know, I do feel weird with it on. I don't know if I would.
I don't anymore.
Honestly, I'll just work from home now. I think that's what will become more normalized for me. I'll just be like, I won't go in.
Yeah, true. I think if anything, that's the best thing that's come out of this is workplaces were forced to be like,
there's no real reason you need to be here.
Yeah. And like how many of them are gonna like try and make you go back when you were used to working from home? Like, dude, fuck you. Like, I can work from home. You're gonna make me come into the office? Like, I'll be pissed if they don't let you work from home most of the time. But anyways, parking spaces. So I went to Costco the other day, and I realized that we need an addendum to your policy of 7 spaces.
Like, every time that the parking lot is so full you can't get within 7 spaces of one of those places, we need to create a virus in a lab that kills enough people that you can get a parking spot.
Not quite what I was thinking.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Go on, what's your thought?
Costco parking spaces are so goddamn large because they like make these extra gaps. At least in Ohio. I don't know about California. Maybe there's not room.
Same here.
Yeah.
But
Costco's
I think it's
parking always
7 spaces or 5 Costco spaces.
That might be true. That is, why does Costco have big... Because they have those big... Because it's for a cart to get through.
Yeah, they make them big enough
Otherwise
so you
you
can
won't.
walk a cart through there.
Yeah. It makes sense.
You know what? I do like that convenience, though.
Also, a lot of people driving like big cars, they have enough place to park. Like pickup truck and vans.
But here's the thing. I always have a terrible memory. I never remember where I park. So odds are I did not go down the right lane. So I hate when I'm in those other parking lots and it's like, I got to go all the way down or all the way back up. It's like, fuck. And then you don't even know if the next one you're going to has your car or not.
Or can we make an invention that make like the easiest way for you to always know where you parked? Like not an app or anything that takes like the minimal effort to remember where you parked. Like I don't have to do any work or anything. Like
I think I already have that invention.
What?
Get an oversized dildo. I'm talking like 4 feet. Stick it on the top of your car. You'll spot that fucker from a mile away.
I am. Maybe just that's a realistic version of this is a button you press on your key fob that raises a flag on your car. Like just a simple little flag.
Yeah, no matter what, every time I go to a parking lot, I'm tapping that honk button. Just lock, because it'll do a honk, and then I'll have a decent idea.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what I do now is key fob my horn when I inevitably forget where I parked.
I still like the dildo idea, the giant dildo.
Nicole's...
And then if you like buy furniture from IKEA and they're gonna load it up, be like, yeah, mine's the one with a giant fucking green dildo.
You can't miss
this. Right? Yeah, but then if now you're obvious to police though if you're speeding or anything. If you want to.
Yeah, it's a dildo car.
But it's worth it just for the subject sped and is getting away. It's currently heading southbound. It is a Camaro with a giant green dildo on the top.
It'll look really funny when it enters the tunnel. You put it sideways.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a solution. See, we're here solving problems.
I'm gonna start selling them online to put on your car, car straps and everything. Oh, people have the like antlers for like reindeer for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have 2 dildos you put on the side.
Make it a battering ram. Is there anything you've thought of that makes you rage in life? Any little inconveniences in life
that make me rage?
Yeah, we thought of a new one. I don't know if I went over this one.
Go ahead.
So, gas station pump prompts.
Oh yeah, those piss me off.
What's
like? Why can't I just
like,
swipe
no,
a
I don't
card
want a car
and
wash.
pump my
I never
gas?
want a fucking car wash. I have never said yes to this question.
Do you want your receipt? Is another one. Do you want to use your discount if you're a rewards member for some of them? Then you have to enter in your PIN for some of them. And then you have to enter your zip code. It's like, Jesus Christ, can I just swipe my card and get gas?
Yeah. I feel like if they get to ask me a bunch of questions, I should get to ask them. Like, would you like to sign up for my multi-level marketing company? Or like, especially when you go through a cash, because they're real people too, right? That's what pisses me off. They can't just know, like, just be polite and don't badger people.
Yeah.
Just do your job. Like, would you like to donate $1? Would you like to suck my dick? I'm offering $2.
Would you like to donate $1 to me?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Would you like to donate $1 to put these hamsters into college?
Would you like to donate your lips to my dry dick fund?
You should just flip it on them. When they ask you to donate $1, you ask them to donate $1 to you, so you can donate $1 to them. Like, yeah, sure. If you donate $1 to me, I'll donate $1 to this charity right now.
Yeah, it's just like they're just taking advantage of, like, I don't know, that you're there to buy a thing. Like, I didn't want anything else here. I was here for a business transaction.
They like to guilt you into it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they are asking you, like, do you want to donate $1 for the children's hospital? And you just have to firmly look at them and say, no.
Yeah. It's like, well, let me see what the administrators are paid there. Yeah, you don't have that, do you?
Let me get a financial
That is a
breakdown.
lot more than the money they receive, the kids receive.
Can I get a percentage of how much of this goes to salaries as opposed to the actual charity, please? I want a financial breakdown now. So, did you think of anything else that grinds?
That's a good one. Like the gas station, especially.
It's
that
fucking
really
annoying,
annoys
right?
me.
And especially because Speedway used some of the old pumps. They wouldn't ask you a goddamn thing. You'd swipe your card and you'd get your gas and you'd be done. And they all upgraded all their fucking pumps to have all those prompts. And Speedway used to be my favorite because they didn't have those.
Here's one. Okay. I hate airplanes that they have the different, like, sections for boarding. Like, Group A can now... Like, they're assigned seats.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
It doesn't matter.
But then you can pay for priority seating, so you sit down first. Why do you need to sit down first if it's assigned seats? I don't understand it either.
Cares?
No, Southwest don't have assigned seats.
I know, but the
some
ones
companies
that
do.
What bothers me is when they do have assigned seats, but there's an order for boarding. It's like, why fucking bother? Just go.
I know.
To put your luggage on top.
Yes.
I know, but just do that ahead of time.
Actually,
the whole thing's dumb as shit.
I have watched a video on this.
I'll give you my luggage, you go put it up for me, and then we'll be done.
No. I've watched a video on this, and there is a reason for it. There is an optimal way to do boarding where it will be faster. And it's not everyone rush at the same time. It's not, like... The way they board groups, the way they do it, is actually the most optimal way they found out to save time. I've watched the whole video on this.
But it's mostly by, like, the people that pay. Because I'm always last because I pay the least for my ticket. It's not actually about, like, optimized.
Yeah, so it's normally front to back, right?
Oh, because that's also what matches the price?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's the optimal way to get money and to board. Because you would think
Just
maybe
go.
back to front would be it, but the reason that doesn't work is because people in the back, if they're taking too long, then if they try to board the next section, they'll be backed up and taking up space, and so it'll just keep getting backed up. Where if they do the front, like, as soon as it's clear, they can do the next one. As soon as that's clear, they can do the next one.
So
it
just
slowly
do it
builds
by
down.
row.
I don't know. There was
Like
a
just
really
row this. Like you could definitely get more optimized. You could go the back row, the next back row, the next back row. And there's no need for a line at all.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, if it's assigned seats, just fucking board the goddamn plane. Like, just line up and go to your seats.
Yeah, I don't get.
And some
the people
people
that
are in a rush for it.
Yeah,
I don't
it's like
understand
hurry up and sit down because everyone wants to be on a crowded plane because those seats are so comfy.
Yeah.
Just hang out in the lobby, man.
That's what I don't get either. Is like you said. Normally, I'm like the back of the plane because I get the cheapest tickets, right? Everybody's like standing up, like ready to go, like they're just waiting. Like some people will like go when they're not even called. Like, why are you? Your seat is assigned. Nothing's changing, dude. Like, why are you in such a rush to board a plane?
Exactly. There's no point.
That's a good one. I like that one a lot because it is annoying.
What else, Chloe? What do you got?
What I got is when I spend my time writing email and the person who read the email only read the first line.
Oh yeah, it always happens. Oh god.
Absolutely,
Like,
every time.
The rental agent, like I've stopped writing. Like I write first, start with a polite sentence, hello, and then like explain like everything. And he does not like. There might have been 3 things I mentioned. He responds to the first thing I mentioned.
It just completely ignores.
Like I give options, I give like an explanation. Nothing.
Dude,
It just
that's
if it goes
annoying as
beyond
hell.
1 or 2 sentences, did not read. So now I only send him 1-line things.
You know what?
Like,
You know what
that's it.
grinds my gears though?
Yeah.
Fucking assholes that write a bunch of questions in an email.
No, but they're all relevant to his job.
I know.
Like, hey, we need a bill for X. You haven't sent it. We're sending you the payment for Y. Do I need to include this with it? Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're having
Like what? That doesn't even come close, you idiot! I'm trying to give you money. Can you not understand? I'm trying to give you money, and it's worth your time to read.
Yeah. That happens in my job a lot too because we text people.
Yeah.
And like sometimes we'll text like a 2-part question like this or this, and they'll just reply yes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
huh?
that sort of thing.
What?
Like, dude, do you know how to read? How did you get this far in life without being able to read?
Yep. Or like one of the ones we have, we'll send a text. It's usually like, "What's a good time to call you?" And so many times we just get the response, a text back saying now.
15 minutes ago.
Like, but what if, like, no, give me a time range. Do I really need to type out, what is a good time range for me to call you? Because now is, like, so, like, I have to do it right now or it's never.
What if they respond back when I'm on my way to work because I'm stuck in traffic?
Dude, you'd be surprised. I've had
And then it's like, I don't know when you're going to work.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Or I have people that say anytime, and then you call them, and they don't answer, and you're like, well, that turned out to be a lie, now didn't it?
We conducted the test, and that was a lie.
That's another one. That brings up another one I really hate, is people who, like, send texts, but they send each thought as a separate text. Like, I get that sometimes you have another thought, and you have to send a text. But like some people will send like 4 or 5 texts, like boom, 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 with different thoughts, or like similar thoughts, instead of just typing it all in one text.
Yeah, see, I feel like I do that. Like I do the all in one text. Like I will type out like 2 or 3 sentences, but I feel like so many other people will like ping me back like
bing,
3,
bing,
4.
bing, bing.
It feels like sometimes I'm too weird. Like I sit out and think things out too much because I will type it out.
No, I'm totally like that too, because I want to sit there, type out everything I mean to say in the text. But sometimes you're like, oh shit, I forgot to say this, and I'll send like another one.
Yeah. But so many other... I feel like I'm the oddity, and you're the oddity. Like, most people would just do...
No, I react different to different people.
As they talk. Yeah, that's what I figured out, too.
You like mirror their behavior in text?
If someone was very familiar to me, I'll just send a short message. If I'm talking to a project manager and all that, I'll write a short paragraph.
I judge their IQ. The smarter people, I will write out a text because they'll read it and they'll understand that there are multiple points. Dumber people, very short because I might have to explain it more. I'll let them read the 3 words, and then if they understand it, I can send them more. Otherwise, they can respond, and I can type out a few more words, elaborating.
That's fair. That's a fair one. Oh, shit, I had another one. What was the other thing I was going to bring up? Oh.
Yeah, a lot of things are pissing you off, Zach. You're in the pandemic, and you're like...
I'm getting real...
pissing me off.
I'm getting real hot and bothered here, motherfuckers. Well, there's another recent one that I thought of that happened, where, you know, you get like some spam email from some company, like you download an app or something, gave them an email address, you click unsubscribe. Yeah. There's 2 things that happen. One is like they have a list of things, and you have to like click the things you want to unsubscribe to, and then click unsubscribe. Or they're like log in, and then you can unsubscribe to everything. I fucking hate those.
Oh yeah. It as hard as humanly possible.
Yeah. Also, just the fact that I get, like, if you send your email out to anybody nowadays, like, you're signed up on a list.
Yeah, let me look. I want to look. Hold on. I have 5,483 unread emails.
Dude, that gives me anxiety.
No, I just stopped. I have to personally know it's there for me to look. You have to tell me I sent you an email.
What?
Because I'm not going to deal with this shit. Every now and then I'll give it a glance, but
every day I just delete emails.
No, there's too much. I gave up, Zach.
How many emails do you get a day from these people?
You're like not 20, utilizing 10, the spam folder.
See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 emails. And this is after. Right. This is after I've spent a long time adding filters. Like, I don't get emails from Amazon, even if I order things. It goes straight to a box. Same thing. Yeah. Actually, that came back to screw me later. Because at one point I was interviewing with Amazon, and I missed one interview because it went to a box, mostly because Amazon.com sends you too many stupid marketing emails.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I missed that interview. I have to have my inboxes clear. No. Like, I delete my emails every day.
And the same thing for work. I have thousands of them. And then, like, a lot of people, like, if it's important, somebody will tell me. That's at work. If it's important,
at work, I have a similar idea. Like, voicemail sometimes I'll delete, and I'll be like, I don't feel like dealing with that right now, and they'll definitely call back if it's that important.
I actually don't really miss my work email. I check every one
of
them.
I don't care. You have to tell me.
I don't have my work email registered with anything else. That work email just work.
Okay, I check my work email, but if it does not immediately look important, I delete it.
Yeah.
Like, literally right away. Boop, 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 like, just from subject line. You know what I mean? Like...
Oh, I don't delete anything. They're just there. I just let them go.
Yeah, I don't think
that's how I stay organized with it, though. I have to have it clear. So, like, each new day I see the new
And emails. I feel like people have mentioned to me, and I realize this crazy behavior, that I've taken this to such an extent that I never accept meeting invites. I just show up or I don't. How do you know there's a meeting, then? Oh, because it shows
calendar.
Up. Yeah, even on my chat, it shows up. That's how I actually know.
Oh.
And I'll either go or I won't. But it's like, oh, yeah, I saw you didn't accept, but you never do. You just either show up or you don't. It's like, yeah.
Well, I would too if I didn't have to accept them.
See,
Like, that's
I
the
don't
only way
have
they
to
get
accept
on
them.
my calendar is if I
Oh
decline.
no, they'll get on my
accepting.
calendar if I don't accept or decline. They're there until you decline. So I will just, and then apparently
Is that
I
on
guess
Outlook?
I'm a weird person there because I just show up sometimes.
Is that on Outlook like that?
Yeah, Outlook. And then it's
I'm wondering
integrated
if
with
I can do the same thing.
our little chat thing. It should. I think it would be the same as like, if you don't outright decline, it should show up on your meetings.
You might
But
be right.
maybe it's just
I
because
can
it's
do
on
that.
my chat app. But I think it does. As I said, I never accept or decline a meeting. I just, I'll go. Maybe I won't. I like to keep it open.
I have certain.
If I'm really needed, a person will ping me.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And
I
that
wish I could
happens.
skip
People be
every-
like, "Hey, are you gonna join this meeting?" Oh yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'm really busy working on X.
Are you on just like Teams meetings or Zoom meetings, whatever?
Oh, we have our own internally developed product that we're
Whatever.
selling. But yes.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking man. I wish I could skip almost every single meeting I've ever had.
Have you encountered a double meeting? Meeting at the same
what?
time slots?
Oh yeah, of
A
course.
double meeting.
You go to the first 15
When
minutes
you have-
of this meeting and then
yeah.
you drop off, go to the next 15
Meetings
minutes
at the
of that
same time.
meeting.
And then go
I
to
don't
the
get
next
that
one.
many.
Yeah. I don't.
It
Yeah, as I
rarely
said, I don't
happens
get
for me.
enough
It's
meetings
always
for
for
that to happen.
managers.
Yeah, it's annoying as fuck.
Is there like a quota for managers of meetings? There has to be.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like
Chloe's
some-
gonna be a manager. You're talking to manager Chloe, so she should know.
Ugh,
Chloe, stop having meetings.
I wish.
Tell you
No.
right now. You don't
I
need
don't
weekly
initiate
meetings. You don't need monthly
Mhm.
meetings. You need every.
You need to have a
couple
meeting
month
on-
meetings.
We're gonna have a meeting on why are we wasting so much time in meetings.
So much shit going on. I
I
don't know.
agree.
Hmm.
Dude, at the beginning of the pandemic, the meetings
Mhm.
we had were outrageous. Like, I was having like 6 to 10 hours a week of meetings, and normally it's like 1 hour, if that.
Hmm?
It was outrageous. They're being so crazy with it.
Now everyone's settled down.
I have
But-
been an advocate of.
Yeah,
if you
I feel
want
like
to
people
have
just
a
stop
meeting-
going sometimes.
Yeah, like I have
What's
been
that?
an advocate of like if you want to have a meeting with me, write down what you want, and I'll reply. If it doesn't solve it,
Mm.
we'll see if we need a meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, like if you cannot formulate your thoughts in an email, meaning I won't get much out of the meeting with you.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm about to head into bed.
Alright. Good night. This is a
That-
fairly good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
good
send it
night.
to me.
Alright, later.
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 I wanna know